Yo, 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 UFC Unfiltered Dalt's Take back at you. We've got a decent fight card here this weekend. UFC Fight Night 251. Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez. We're going to get started with the first fight on the card. I will let you know that I butchered the first video. Didn't pick up anything I was saying. So this is take two. It's going to be a lot quicker. I don't have time to break down. I'm in a hurry right now. So for the first fight, we got Jacqueline Cavalcanti versus Julia Avila. For most of this card, I'm going to be riding with the Brazilians, I will say. So Jacqueline, she fights out of Brazil. She's 8-1, coming off a win. She's much younger than Avila. Avila's 36, Jacqueline's 27. Little lengthier reach, not by much. Got a couple inches on her. Julia's coming off a loss. She's 9-3. I haven't really watched many of their fights. I'm not really huge on female fights, but she's a minus 700 odd to win. I won't be betting on her, but I will be taking her to win by decision likely. So yeah, Jacqueline's my first pick of the night. Next card, our next fight, we've got Walter Walker versus Dante Mays. Mays, he honestly isn't that impressive to me. He looks a little bit overweight. Yeah, about 20 pounds heavier than Walker. I can see Walker taking this win by KO or sub. His last win's coming off a sub. He's 12-1. Mays is 11-7. Walter is coming out of Brazil, so as you know, I will be taking Walter. So that's second fight. For third fight, I've got Elijah Smith versus Vince Morales. Morales, he might have a 16-8 record, but in the UFC is 4-7, so I'm not too impressed there. This is Elijah Smith's debut. He's got a few inches on Morales as well. I could see this fight ending via KO. If not, I could see Elijah taking it by decision. So I'm going to ride with Elijah here. And then on to the next fight, we've got Gabriel Bonfim versus Cass Williams. I could see this fight being a bloodbath. Bonfim, he's a pretty impressive fighter, also fighting out of Brazil. His brother will be fighting tonight, but I will be riding against his brother. So Bonfim 16-1, Chaos is 15-3, both coming off wins. Here I'm going to have to go Gabriel. His odds are minus 225. Chaos, I don't know much about him, but I've watched a few of Bonfim's fights, and I must say I'm going to be riding with him. I think he's got this under his belt. I could see it ending inside the distance, but again, they both look like they could take this fight to decision. Next fight, Rafael versus Jesus Aguilar. Initially, I was riding with Jesus, but I can really just see Rafael outdogging him, outpowering him, outstriking him. Jesus, he does have some impressive wins under his belt, but I really don't see him getting this done. So Rafael's 12-0, Jesus 11-2, fighting out of Mexico. Rafael fighting out of Brazil. I will be taking Rafael here out of Brazil. Like I said, I'm going to be riding with a lot of the Brazilians this card. And then on to the next fight, we've got Jared Gordon versus Mash Ruzi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just first four letters of his first and last name is what I'm going with. Jared Gordon's the higher odds to win here, and I'm not really liking it. This is Ruzi's debut, and Jared Gordon's just old. He's getting old. He might have been good back when he was younger, but I just don't see him getting it done. He might be 20-7, but Ruzi, I feel like Ruzi's going to come in here and fight. Jared Gordon, I know he's got some dog in him. He's not going to let him go down without a fight, so I can see this going to decision in Ruzi's favor. Then on to the last prelim, Ketlin Souza versus Angela Hill. Angela Hill is 40 years old. Souza is 30. Big age gap there. Souza is 15-4. Angela is 17-14. I don't like that record there. Angela Hill is coming off a loss. Souza's coming off a win by sub. She's also fighting out of Brazil. Their height's pretty much similar. The reach, Angela has a little bit of reach on both ends. Even heavier by 2 pounds. I still see Souza getting it done. I'm going to say this fight goes to decision in Souza's favor. And then on to the first fight of the main card. We've got Jose Delgado versus Connor Matthews. Connor Matthews coming off a KO loss, and then Jose Delgado's last fight was a KO win. He's 8-1. This is his debut, and then Connor Matthews 7-2. Delgado's got a few inches on him, height-wise by 3 inches, 2 inches by reach, leg reach by an inch. I'm gonna say this fight goes in Delgado's favor by KO. And then on to the Rodolfo versus Andre fight. I really don't want to bet against the man, the myth, Andre, but I'm going to have to go Rodolfo here. Another Brazilian. He's coming off a win. They both are coming off a win. I believe Rodolfo's coming off of a KO win. No, it is a sub win. My apologies. And then Andre's coming off a unanimous decision. I'm going to be riding Rodolfo here. I could see this fight ending by KO, if not by decision. Both some dogs here. And then on to the Nazim versus Ismail Bonfim fight. Ismail Bonfim might have some more experience in the UFC or in general, with 20 wins, 4 losses, and then Nazim's 9-1. Last fight coming off a draw, and then before that he had a win. Bonfim's coming off a win as well. He's from Brazil, but this is the one guy that I'm going against for the underdog. I'm going with the Russian here. If you watch my past videos, you know I've got faith behind those Russians. Nazim's got 2 inches in height against him, but Bonfim has a few inches in reach, and then the leg reach Nazim has him beat. I see this fight ending early TKO by Nazim, or I could see it go in the distance. I'm sure they both have a really good gas tank, so I'm going to have to go with Nazim here. High odds, well, not too bad, plus 180. I'm just going to have to ride with him. I will say I'm not super confident in this fight. I can see Bonfim taking it, but I really, my gut's telling me to go with this underdog. And then we've got Dylan Budka versus Edem Shabazian. I don't even know how to pronounce that. As you guys know, I butcher a lot of these names. So both these fighters coming off losses. Dylan Budka, I'm not impressed with. He seems like a dry fighter. So right here, I'm going to be riding with Edem. I think I'm going to go Edem by KO. I don't see this fight being too entertaining. If anything, it's just going to be two guys laying on the octagon mat. So not too excited for that fight, but I'm going to go Edem here. Then co-main, we've got Calvin Kattar versus Youssef Zalal. A lot of people might be a fan of Calvin. I mean, he's good. He's got a 23-8 record fighting against Youssef, who's 16-5. Youssef's coming off a win, and Calvin Kattar is coming off a loss to Aljamain Sterling. They're pretty similar in reach and height, but I'm taking the Moroccan here. He's minus 485 odd to win, so I could really see him getting it done. Calvin Kattar might be coming to an end in his career, but we'll see after this fight. And then on to the main card, we got Gregory Rodriguez versus Jared Cannonier. Personally, I look at Gregory and think Brazilian RoboCop. He's fighting out of Brazil. 6'3" in height versus Cannonier, who's 5'11". Cannonier, he's kind of old, dude. He's 40 years old, and Gregory's 32. That's an 8-year age gap. I could really see Gregory getting it done via KO, but I wouldn't be surprised if he takes it by decision. So yeah, that's those are my predictions for this fight. I'll give you guys a few parlays and bets that I have. So I got Rodriguez money line, Walter Walker money line, Angela versus Souza to go to decision. That'll be my parlay. And then I've got Jose Delgado KO straight bet, Elijah Smith money line straight bet, and Edmund KO straight bet. I'm not too confident in Edmund, but I think I'm gonna ride with it. And then if I have any other parlays that I like, check the comments either Friday or Saturday. I'll place my cycle parlays, my favorite parlay of the day, and then a few long shots. Long shots are just high odd bets that could possibly hit that I straight bet, obviously. And then we'll talk about that last fight card. I didn't really want to, but I went 5-5-1. The Rodolfo fight went to a draw. I wasn't excited about that. Although I had Rodolfo to win, I think he got killed. I think he got mauled. That first round, he had 40 significant strikes landed on him. If that fight was 20 seconds longer, he would have lost via KO. Dude just got knocked down and didn't look like he was going to recover. But it was a decent fight card. I won. Well, I was down. I think I'm down at least a unit after that. Dricus Duplessis, he came in clutch with that win by decision. So I was almost down a whole 3 units, but I came back because Dricus. So big shout out to him. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your mother, your dog, your friends, your brothers, your dad, if you got one. Little unfiltered there, but please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I hope you guys have some bets win in your favor, and I hope you like my predictions. Stay tuned.